was exhausted and I didn't know at the time what it was, but like my body's in fight or flight like 24/7 because like there was no stopping. So it was like wake up, go to the gym, go to practice, barely make it through, come home and just like take a nap.
Today's guest is one of the most accomplished volleyball players to come through UCLA in recent years. She's a 2-time NCAA national champion, an AVCA first team All-American, and competed at the highest level of both indoor and beach volleyball before taking her talents to the professional game. Now she's chasing her biggest goal yet, representing Team USA at the 2028 Olympic Games alongside her new partner, Devin. But behind the highlight reels are conversations we don't hear nearly enough, the financial realities of many female professional athletes, the mental battles that come with constantly having to perform, and what it really takes to keep believing in a dream that isn't always supported. Savi Simo, welcome to Athletes After Hours.
Gosh, that gave me the chills. I'm like, you hyping me up, girl. I love it. Thank you for having me. This is so fun.
Oh my gosh. So always such a pleasure having a fellow Bruin.
Gotta stick together.
I love it. The community is so strong too. It's like we all went through similar stuff. So I feel like we all have this kind of unspoken bond.
Dude, the memories at Acosta.
Oh my God, Acosta, Morgan Center.
Love it.
Cheating off each other in homework.
I miss it. Dude. Don't get me started, but I miss it. I miss it so much. Like we started, our high school 10-year reunions this year.
I know.
Scary.
Don't even,
so
let's not talk about it actually. I'm terrified of that. Like that's crazy. Are you going to go to yours?
If it aligns with the schedule, we haven't gotten our schedule released for the like end of the season. Ours is right after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I'm like hoping I can go. I want to go and see like what everyone's up to.
I know,
That's
me too. I'm like,
so we'll see.
But I think it's easy when you like are really happy in your life. You know,
so
like
I'm like, I definitely had a glow up since high school.
Same.
I did not peak in high school.
I did not peak in high school. Us late bloomers.
Yeah,
oh my God. Us late bloomers are very excited for the reunion.
Like, I want to go. I want to take my hubby. I want to go and see what everyone's up to, but we'll see what the schedule is. So
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of Acosta, speaking of UCLA, how was juggling 2 sports at once? How the hell did you do that? One sport was hard enough, man. I always admired you so much from afar. Like we weren't super close in college. We're obviously way closer now because we're basically neighbors. Yeah. So it's so fun that we got to reunite. But like I remember you basically always being on the go, juggling 2 sports at once. And yeah, it's similar sports, but still it's completely different roster, completely different schedule. You're in back-to-back seasons. Like how did you do it?
To be honest, I don't know. Like looking back, I'm like, how did I do that? But when I was in it, that's all I knew. Like that was like, that was the plan going in. I couldn't decide before I went to UCLA whether I liked beach or indoor more, but UCLA was one of the only schools that offered to let me play both, which was huge. And that was that, because like I said, I didn't know what I loved more. And so it was just like, it worked out perfectly. But yeah, I came in early because we were fall sport for indoor. And right when we finish, season for indoor in the fall, I go home for Christmas break. I have my 2 weeks and then I come back and it's like right into beach season. And that's the hardest transition I think is going from indoor to beach because like you're in shape for indoor, of course, but then when you have to go and play with just one other person and you're in the sand.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I'm going to die. And all these other girls that play beach are like getting the sand conditioning all fall. Whereas I haven't touched the sand since the summer. So I'm like out of shape, dying. There was a couple of us that did both. So at least it was like,
you were in it together.
We're together, solidarity.
Trauma bonded.
We're literally so trauma bonded, but that was the toughest transition was going from indoor to beach, just because of the conditioning side of things. And then how it worked, at least when I was there, I don't know if it's the same rules with NIL and all the new stuff. I don't know how it all works, but my scholarship was through indoor. So indoor kind of, for lack of a better word, had like control over.
They were priority.
Yes, they were the priority. And so when I was in beach season, I still had to go lift with the indoor team. Which I didn't mind. I didn't mind that because like I don't care who I have to lift with. But what sucked was I was doing like indoor off-season lifting when I'm in season for beach.
That makes no sense.
And I think it was just like, I think it got better as the years progressed. But early on, I was like, I'm dying. Like I'm doing out-of-season lifting and then have to go play in the sand. And then I also had to do like I'm sure I went over my hours. Let's just put it that way.
100%.
My required hours were it was a little in that. But then when we get closer to Pac-12s, it's not Pac-12 anymore, but conference championships and NCAAs, I'd go full beach for just those couple weeks.
Okay.
But yeah, that was the tough part was the transition to beach and then also the balance between like kind of still doing a little bit of indoor. It just never, when I was in indoor, I was full indoor, but when I was beach, I wasn't ever like 100% beach unless it was those couple weeks. So it was hard, but again, that's all I knew. That's literally all I knew. And then I'd stay and do summer school and all that stuff. And then when I did a 5th year after COVID happened.
You did a 5th year?
Only because of COVID.
Wait, I didn't even know that.
Only because of COVID. So
you guys got a 5th year with beach though, right? Only beach.
Because
you already completed your...
Yes. 2019 fall was when I finished indoor. And then 2020 spring was beach. And so like halfway through season, it got canceled. Not even halfway, beginning of season. Yeah. So they gave us eligibility. So
you didn't compete more than 10%, so you were still intact for that extra year. Yep. See, that's why we got screwed over, because we had already gone through majority of regular.
Sport, huh?
Yeah, like winter, spring. Yeah. So then when we got cut off and COVID hit was the week of my senior night. So we had already done all of regular season. We were going into postseason.
That's insane.
And they were like, well, you already did more than 10%, so you're done.
That's awful.
I know.
Yeah, so we got lucky.
So at least you had one extra little
I had one little blip. I like...
And you got to give it 100% and not 100%. Be half-assing with indoor and
exactly. Beach. And that's kind of like... Because after I finished my indoor season in 2019, I was playing the whole time and it was one of my best seasons. And so I was like, do I want to go play overseas indoor? Which I never wanted to do because I wasn't loving indoor that much. My experience just like wasn't as fun. Like I just loved the beach so much when I was there. But I had to get indoor season. I was like, should I go play overseas or something? But then COVID happened and I got to just play beach. And I was like, no, why would I want to do that when I can go? Obviously, the money's a little better in indoor. But so yeah, I went home. We trained in the fall up at UCLA outside in masks because LA was so restricted. We got in so much trouble. Like as a senior, I was trying to put together like team bonding, which you couldn't do because of all this stuff. And then I got to play in the spring. Which I was so stoked about to have, like you said, the full-time beach stuff, which was kind of the perfect segue into the professional circuit. Yeah. So it all kind of worked out how it was supposed to. But yeah, it's crazy looking back.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. How was the culture for you when it came to adjusting to 2 different teams? Like I feel like girls are tough, especially when you're in a competitive space, right? Like we were all competing for the same spot. Yeah. You guys are all competing. I mean, when there's only 2 girls playing, like how does that even work? Like you guys are all competing for one spot on the beach. Yeah,
beach is funky in college because
do you rotate through
it's people? Like no, so you kind of spend a little bit, that January, February, you spend trying to figure out what partner you're going to play with, but then it's at least at UCLA, it was ingrained into our brain that it doesn't matter whether you're because it's 1 through 5. So you have 5 pairs of 2, so 10 girls play.
Okay.
Plus a 6th pair, they're like an exhibition, whatever.
Yeah.
And so, of course, you want to be in the ones. That's like you're striving for that. But if you're in the lineup, you're happy because everyone's so good. In UCLA, we were such a good team that you're just happy to be in the lineup. But then there's blockers and defenders. So you're trying to figure out like
find a groove.
Yeah, because it's like who is my best partner? Like who do I play best with? But also like that person might also play well with someone else. And there's a ton of different personalities.
Yeah. A lot of politics involved.
Yes. And I feel like I'm a very flexible partner in terms of like, in college, I did a little bit of blocking, a little bit of defending. Like I kind of did all of it. And I tend to get along with most of my partners. I just usually am like, whatever you need. You want to play the right side? You want to play the left side? Whatever you need. And,
yeah. You're like adaptable.
So I played with a lot of different partners in college. Like just kind of whoever, like wherever I was needed, I played literally the 1s through the 5s. Like in my 5 years, like I think almost in every position at some point in my career.
Wow.
Literally at some point I played every position. So, but it's a balance, and it was so different in indoor than it was in beach. Just like different coaching, totally different coaching staff, totally different roster. Mm-hmm. Me and Zana Muno and a couple other girls did both. And it's funny because me and Zana were total competitors in indoor, like going for the same position. They couldn't stand each other because we just like both wanted to compete. And then we went to the beach and we were the same position. And funny enough, one season we played together, which is funny because we're both kind of like undersized players, but we were just super gritty and scrappy and it just kind of worked.
Yeah.
So we played together for my whole sophomore season, her junior season, when we won our first national championship, which is just so funny. Like we were literally competitors and then we were like best friends. And then we went back to indoor season and we're competitors again. Weird. So that was like a super weird dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it ever take a toll?
Absolutely.
I mean, shit, dude.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah. Me and Zana's relationship, just like if I think of people that like I had to, be around all the time, like we were literally like this. And like now look, I love Zana. I want nothing but the best for her. She's awesome. Just got married, like so stoked for her. Mm-hmm. But when we're in college, it's like so gnarly.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, that's just what happens. You start to dislike someone who's like not in your position, and we were like this, but then we go to the beach and like,
you guys are fine.
kind of get along. Like it just was weird. Like I had some of my best memories with Zana, but also like some of my biggest conflicts with her too, just because of the nature of the sport. It really wasn't about her. Like it just was like the situation, would have been anyone that was in the same position.
Yeah.
And then just like as the years progressed, different culture things, right? Like when I was a freshman, I like so looked up to the seniors, and I just think the culture shifted in both sports, especially on the beach. I feel like in beach, my senior year and then my 5th year, like I took on a, like, of course, to keep it was like senior leader, captain,
be a leader,
whatever.
yeah.
But the culture changed, and a lot of the younger girls, which is funny. My senior year, Devin was a freshman, my current partner.
Shut up.
And her and Lexi Denneberg, like these girls came in and they were like so good. And they came in and like, it just was different because there wasn't the fear factor of like, when I was a freshman, I was so scared of the seniors.
The respect wasn't there as much.
Like maybe I'm sure they had respect, but like, I don't know. When I was a freshman, I was like scared of the seniors.
Oh yeah.
And they came in and I don't think they were scared, but I'm like, why would they be scared of me? I'm not very scary. Like, and I also was playing with Lexi.
Yeah.
So it was like just an interesting dynamic. I just think the culture was like kind of ebbed and flowed like as my career went on. And being on I played 9 seasons of sports at UCLA. So there's a ton of different, like
so insane,
ton of different
dynamics.
Yeah, that I went through.
You have
Tons
to be so
of partners,
adaptable.
you know, teammates, coaching staff shifts, like different positions. I played different positions my whole career in both sports. So it just,
she's like still
so
stability wear.
I literally am like, I don't know how I did it. Like mentally, I don't know how I did it, but here we are.
Did you struggle like mentally, like and emotionally through all that? Like I was overwhelmed. I don't know about you. I was so overwhelmed dealing with school and social life and gym and trying to like also still maintain somewhat of my own identity, but then it all just got wrapped up in one, and I struggled so much. Like, how was that for you in college?
Yeah, I mean, you bring up the mental health stuff. Like, I've struggled with mental health stuff for years, like even before college. And I'm sure a lot of it had to do with just like being overworked and like finding who you are, like coming to your own, and then like dealing with girls, dealing with growing up, dealing with trying to be the best at your positions. Like I had panic attacks a lot in high school and stuff too.
Really?
And then when I went to UCLA, I got in early with Melinda Kirshner. She was our team sports psych. And I started seeing her individually, which was like, she's incredible. Like I loved working with her, and just was such a good sounding board for me because like it just was hard. And I think what I've learned over the years with my anxiety and panic attacks and stuff is I get flare-ups, and it gets worse when I'm tired, when I'm stressed, when I'm traveling a ton, when I'm drinking a lot, which is pretty much all of college. You're like you're like not sleeping well, you're partying, but you're also trying to compete at this level. You're traveling all the time, and then I'm in season full time. So I'm like, of course I'm feeling horrible mentally. But yeah, there was periods. I remember my junior year of, I think it was beach. I remember the specific apartment I was in. That was my junior year. Where it was literally like, I just wake up and just go through the motions, like just basically do what I could do. Cause I was
like a zombie.
I was exhausted, and I didn't know at the time what it was, but like my body's in fight or flight, like 24/7, because like there was no stopping. So it was like, wake up, go to the gym, go to practice, barely make it through, come home and just like take a nap. Like I wasn't going to classes. I wasn't going to all this stuff. And like, thank God I was able to manage. Like I'm really good at writing essays, and I was a sociology major. So like a lot of my classes at that point I wasn't doing any GEs anymore. It was just like basically your midterm.
I know. We were in classes
your
together.
Midterm and your final. That's basically all it is. And they were essays. And I'm like, I could write an essay. Like I can write, I'm really good at talking. I'm really good.
Finesse.
And so thankfully I was able to like manage and maintain good grades when I wasn't going to class, because I couldn't go to class. So that's kind of where like the sacrifice was made, and obviously the social stuff too, like because I was putting my all into, because we also won a national championship that year, and I was putting my all into that, but somewhere it had to give, and I couldn't go, like I couldn't do more than just practice and live. Like I couldn't be social. I couldn't do these things.
I remember too, like we would text each other and you'd be like, hey, do I need to be in class today? I'm like, nope, you're good.
Couldn't go. Like, cause I couldn't like, or because, and like, had I had to take exams or stuff. You don't even have to justify it too,
because look at you now. Like, are you studying sociology? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are we actually using our degrees?
I know. And I'm like, I could bullshit my way through a lot of stuff. And think that shout out sociology. Like, I learned how to like write stuff, talk. But yeah, it was such a tough balance. I had a boyfriend at the time. Like, there was just so many factors that like people don't realize that go into all of it. And in college sports, I feel like your team was the first team that was like, I'm taking a personal day.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was you. Someone on your team started like, we have personal days.
Yeah.
And that was like so like eye-opening for me. I'm like, I've never even heard of that. I didn't even know it was an option. And like, I had a great relationship with the coaches too. And Jenny Johnson Jordan, she was the assistant at the time. She's now the head coach of the beach team. She was amazing helping me through the mental health stuff because she had her own journey with it. And so she was super understanding. Like, I had all the support I could get.
That's great.
It wasn't ever like, oh, I'm going to take this day off of volleyball. Like, that just wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a thought.
Well, you probably didn't even see your teammates struggling either. So then you thought you're the only one.
You always feel like you're the only. When you're struggling, you always feel like you're the only one. And that's been the hardest piece just in my life, is just feeling like so scared because you feel so alone. Like, when you're having panic attacks, you feel like you're dying.
No, literally.
And then everyone around you, I'm looking around, like when I'm on an airplane, I haven't gotten them in a while because I'm on medication now, which we can talk about. But like a couple years ago, I was in a really bad space as well because I was traveling like nonstop.
Yeah.
And it just catches up with you. But I'd be on an airplane, sweating, having a panic attack.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine a worse place to fucking have a panic attack. No.
Taking a nap.
No.
I'm like, I'm going insane. How am I the only person on this plane that's like losing? And maybe I'm not. But
yeah,
it's like weird how a lot of the people that I've noticed, like myself included, that go through the mental side of things are really good at hiding their shit. Like, you don't know. Typically when someone's going through it like a lot, you become really good at like internalizing and just kind of dealing with it on your own, which is probably the worst thing to do.
Yeah. And then the second you open your mouth, it's like 9 people come forward and they're like, wait, me too. And you're like, oh my God.
Every time I post anything on Instagram about mental health,
it's so powerful.
The amount of people that either comment on the post or DM me like specifically like, this helped me so much. I don't feel alone. And so that's kind of like, I've never known the direction I want to go, but I know I'm passionate about helping people with mental health. But there's a fine line. I'm not a therapist.
Yeah, you're not a professional.
So I can't like be like, come pay me to give you a therapy set. No. That's not the thing. But like, I do just want people to know that like, whether they're an athlete or not, like, especially in the women's side, going through hormones. I mean, I tried so many different birth controls when I was in college because I was like, maybe that's what's messing me up. I got off birth control. I got like, that's a whole nother level in it.
Oh my God.
So that but
that's a whole other podcast episode, genuinely.
Literally. So I just always want to be a resource for people and like, just so people know they're not alone because like we've all been through it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So, but in college was gnarly.
I know. And it's like, I think even just realizing and giving yourself grace and like, you're not crazy for feeling that way, for having the craziest cortisol levels. Like I was in fight or flight the whole time. Like I look back on photos, I'm like, my face was so puffy.
Yes.
My periods were so, I don't think I was getting periods back then. Like so out of whack. My acne was flaring up like crazy. Like as an athlete, you have to be so in tune with your body, but we were never taught as women to like be in tune with our hormones.
Never. I'm still learning.
Literally, I still feel stupid when it comes to like even knowing what phase I'm in and my period.
I know nothing.
Cycle
I'm like,
or something.
I need to educate myself.
No, literally,
because I don't know anything.
I think that should be a class in college, though. So
it should be a class in freaking high school
or
before. The fact that and maybe it's becoming more of a thing. I think.
I know. Hopefully, more people are talking about it. Yeah, and like more parents are teaching.
It's so important. So hopefully that becomes more of a thing. But,
maybe we have to start getting into it. That'll be our next thing. We should start.
Why not?
Posting about
it's literally no. I'm sure it would help. So,
no, literally,
I have my silly little podcast that I hop on and do once a week where I just talk for 10 minutes.
I'm so hyped for you, by the way.
But like, I just think it's funny. Like, I'm like, if this helps one person, then that's what matters.
Then it's worth
it. Literally, if someone's listening and they feel like they're heard or seen, cool. That's why I do it. So,
I love that.
Thanks.
So how's the transition from college to pro? I have to know.
Oh, it is.
Because the transition from college to real life was fucked. Yeah. So like, I can't even imagine going to a pro league that's like not really financially stable, not supported, not really big on the map, but it's still just as hard.
Yeah. That's such a good way to put it. It's so gnarly.
It's so gnarly.
So I graduated in 2021. Okay. So 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is my 6th
We're running
season.
out of hands, bro. Like
this is my 6th season, which is insane. But when I came out on tour, you're kind of like, it's the same thing kind of when you go high school to college. You're like, I just played in the ones at UCLA. I won 2 national championships. Like, I got this.
Yeah.
No, like these girls are fucking legit. Like,
really? Oh, it like
and,
hit you, like reality hit you like a Mack truck.
Yeah. And like, I think,
and if they've been in it longer than you as well, there's a learning curve with like the training and the structure of everything.
I think the hardest part is you look at a lot of the older players and they're like late 30s and you're like, I'm 22 years old.
I'm fresh, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
And then you get your ass kicked by these women who like, they're not hitting the ball super hard. They're just smarter because they have the experience. And I feel like in the 6 seasons I've played, that's what I've learned the most. It's like, yes, I've improved so much in terms of volleyball, but this sport is, in sports in general, but this sport in particular is so mental. And like most of the best players and a lot of the women who have medaled and like done so well are a little bit older and they peak later on physically, mentally, emotionally, everything. They're just way more steady when they get in. Like, yes, a lot of the young girls come in and kill it. There's the steady climb
and not like the crazy spikes.
Yes. Okay. It's kind of, and like, I mean, it does.
Because gymnastics is like crazy spikes. It's like
gymnastics is insane.
Yeah. You climb the mountain and you're at the peak and then you're only on there for like 3 seconds. Then you drop off. Yeah.
No, beach is interesting. It's kind of, and some people like will do well, but then they kind of plateau. It just depends on like, and then there's also, you know, the international versus the domestic stuff. Like the AVP tour versus the FIVB. And if you want to go to the Olympics, you have to do all the international stuff. That's like how you qualify. Yep. So the AVP has nothing to do with Olympic stuff at all.
I had no idea.
So the AVP, so when I first came on tour in 2021, there was only 3 events because it was still kind of COVID-ish.
Yeah.
So I went and 3 major events, Atlanta, Manhattan Open, and Chicago. And I went and I qualified for my first event, and I was playing with Megan Kraft, who's, you know, killing it right now as well. She was even younger than me. And so I'm like, oh, qualified, did well, beat some good teams. This is great.
This is chill.
And you go to Manhattan Open, I didn't qualify. Oh, so shit. It's like reality hits then. You're like, wow, I'm not that good. I'm not that good. There's been so many growing pains. And I think the hardest part about this sport in particular is there's not like, you're not trying out for a team. Yeah. So it's not like you graduate college and you're like, I want to be.
You're like a free agent constantly.
Free agent. And you can play as much or as little as you want. You can train as much as little you want. You can pay for a coach. You don't need a coach. Like there's so many different ways to do it.
It kind of reminds me of like surfing.
Yes.
Where it's like the structure is all up to you.
It's totally up to you.
You can train like 5 hours a day or
surfing and like tennis. And like it's kind of a blend of a couple different sports, but yes, like I didn't have a coach or anything and I was kind of bouncing around partners. You don't really know, like you kind of, whatever opportunity you get, you kind of go with. And then you need someone who has points or else you're going to have to be in the qualifier and stuff. But there's not like a guidebook of like, this is the right way. This is the best way to graduate college and become a pro. There's not that because everyone does it so differently. Like some people went and played indoor and then came back and played beach years later. Yeah. Some people came out of college and freaking crushed it and then kind of plateaued. And some people come out of college and don't do well and then they kind of slowly work their way up, which is kind of what I feel like I do.
Yeah, I feel like you're doing right now.
But the hardest part is like you come out and you think you understand it or you think people are going to help you and they don't. A lot of girls I went to college with.
Because you're all competing for the same thing.
No one helps you.
That's what I was going to say. That shit's so crazy to me. Like, you guys are all in one city. Like, let's just paint the picture here. Yep. You're all competing against each other. Yep. You're also all in the same freaking city.
Training against each other.
Not even 10 miles wide. Yep. And you're training against each other, but then you're also training with each other. But then you're like not supposed to train with each other because then you like know each other's strategy.
Yes.
And then you're like, also you see them, you'll like be walking on the strand and you just see them training and you're like, this is weird. When you
bring it up, I literally am like, what the fuck am I doing?
No, literally it's so weird.
Like it's so bizarre. And like, yeah.
I remember when we walked the strand too recently, we were like on a little walk o'clock and she was like trying to explain to me like even how the AVP works. And she's like, so it basically just like, expect your mind to be clusterfucked for a sec and then clusterfucked again.
Mine's like clusterfucked all the time and I play this full time. I still don't know. We still don't know the Olympic qualification process and it starts in November. It's almost August.
Oh my God.
And we don't know. what's going on, because people, they haven't decided. Like, we're just
you
gonna
guys
like
are just
it.
a bunch of type B people, I swear.
Dude,
like
it's
everyone that's
horrible.
running the AVP is type B. Yeah,
Yes, and then has no money,
Yep,
and then
no funding,
and it's like, what are we doing here? It's like, it's so crazy. So
there
I've
isn't even
learned
one
so much.
facility that you guys can train at.
There's a USA facility in Torrance.
Is that for indoor players?
No, it's for
That's
beach.
for beach. Okay,
but there's a gym.
Okay,
They have strength coach. This is a whole nother layer that we can get into. They have strength coach, sports psych nutrition. They have resources
okay.
there.
So this is like a pretty, like the one thing that's actually like
in
every
Torrance.
other sport.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's also like, so you go to the gym and all your competitors are in there.
Weird.
Or you go to get treatment. And so everyone knows if my back's hurting or my this is hurting, if I'm in there doing rehab, it's like people know. So, but like people know anyways, because you can walk on the Strand and like see what's going on. So like, it's
and the
just
town
so
is
weird.
so tiny, bro. Like,
people
if
talk.
you hear
People
stuff
talk.
through the grapevine,
Everyone talks and no one can help it. It's like, I love this sport so much. I love living in Hermosa.
yeah,
I love riding my bike and seeing everyone.
yeah.
But then on the other side of it, you're like, this is the most toxic culture ever. Everyone knows everything. Everyone talks shit. Everyone's cheering against each other. So everyone's super nice to your face. And then when you're playing, they're all like, I hope she loses. I hope she loses. I hope she loses.
Oh my God, bro.
Because I do the same thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
If you're sitting here telling, like, if someone were to be like, I really was rooting for you, I'm like,
Were
really?
you?
Unless they're like one of my best friends. And even then,
You're like rooting for me to lose.
some of my best friends that were in my wedding, if they're at a tournament, I'm like, love you. Hope you lose.
Yeah.
Because it's all, you don't want them to get points. Because then they move up the ranks. And it's like, it's the weirdest sport ever.
It's so
But I love it.
wild.
I'm like addicted to it. I love it so
I
much.
bet.
And I feel like, you know, sometimes you just like love toxicity. That's like kind of the sport.
Yeah.
You just kind of,
well, it's like why you have such a healthy relationship. You're like, I need toxicity somewhere in my life. My relationship is too
my
healthy.
husband
I'm
is
bored.
not toxic at all. So I like,
Let's go find it somewhere else.
I like create like the toxicness.
Create the
I'm
chaos.
like, did you hear about this today? This happened. And like,
and
everyone.
he's like, come on, they're nice. You're like, no.
Oh no, he eats it up too. Honestly, he'll be like, did you hear this? I'm like, no. Like
It's like that TikTok trend where it's like, babe, I have tea, and the guy's just sitting there with his freaking hair and
that's Evan for sure.
the face mask on.
That's
He's
him.
like,
I'm like, we don't
sit.
need to be in the drama, but when we hear it, we eat it up.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
like, because a lot
Grab
of it's
your
like
popcorn.
groundbreaking. It's like this partnership broke up, or like this person texted. So like,
Yeah.
me and my partner, like, I mean, you know, I've told you how it works, but like, we're pretty committed. Like, we're gonna make this push for the Olympics. There's no contract.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, my partner could
could
go
just
play
pull
with
out.
someone else.
That's okay. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why is there no contract? It's just not a thing in your sport.
It's not a thing. I mean, maybe some people have
should become a
contracts.
thing.
Maybe some people have contracts, but that's not really like. Actually, I know
I
some
have
people
trust
have
issues.
contracts.
I have abandonment issues. I'd be like, can you please sign this?
So
Please
like,
don't leave me.
My partner, I trust her with everything, but I don't trust other people. She's
Yeah.
already been texted, and because she's like playing,
People are trying to
so
take her,
well.
yeah, because you guys
People
are playing
have texted
well
her
together
and are like trying to get her, and like I
trying
trust
to
that what
swoop.
we have, it's literally a relationship. You're like, there's always going to be people that are like trying to get your man, but like you have to just trust that like they're not gonna like cheat on you, basically. Like
No, literally,
basically,
it's
that's how
like
it
cheating.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so.
I can't even imagine if you like start feeling like they are like, having wandering eyes, then you like have to sit down and be like, so who were you practicing with yesterday?
No, yeah, because people are shady too, and Devin's not at all. Like, and I told him when we partnered up, I'm
Dev
like,
is so cute.
If there's ever anything that comes up, like, all I want is transparency. Like,
100%.
because I've like had partners that were friends too, and that's hard because then they don't want to hurt your feelings, so they keep stuff from you.
Yeah,
and it's like that's not how I operate.
No,
like,
we gotta be blunt. We gotta just get
it
so
out.
inefficient. Like,
and so she,
I'm the same way.
she's like, this happened. This person texted me, and I'm like, so.
I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep.
But like she just, I'm like, thank you for telling me, because I look like an idiot if I hear from someone else and it didn't come from her.
Yes.
Even if she isn't gonna play with them, I still want to be in the loop so that I don't look like a fool.
Yes.
And like someone's keeping something from me. And so Dev's been so transparent, so honest, which I'm so grateful for, because not a lot of people in the sport are. And you always have to be looking out for yourself. But I do think the best partnerships are the ones that like have the tough conversations, are super transparent, and are like so committed. And I think that's why me and Dev are having a good season, because we've really instilled all those things into our team and wrapped our coach into that as well.
Yeah.
So like we're constantly like every day before practice, we're yapping. Like we're always like over communicating. Like we feel this way physically, we feel this way mentally. This happened. Isn't it crazy? Like, so we all are just like in the loop of what's going on. But, people have asked me like, do you think Devin would ever, go play with someone else. And I'm like, I don't think so. What we have is great.
Yeah.
But I'm also, I can't lose sleep over the fact that someone texted her and maybe because then I'll go insane. Like I have to trust that what we have is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. I don't think she's going anywhere.
Yeah.
And if she did, I'd be totally blindsided because she's just not.
She over communicates. You would know from 100 feet away.
Yes, but if she did, it's within her. Like she's allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And would she fuck me over? For sure. But she's totally entitled to do that. And like you just have to come to terms with it. But again, like once November hits of this year, unless there's injury, I don't think there's going to be any partner swapping because you have to play with the same partner for the Olympic qualification stuff. So I think there's going to be a lot of shuffling. And you're not trying to mix up stuff. No. So once that starts, I think there's going to be a lot of shuffling before that. But once that starts, I think everyone will be pretty steady.
Well, no wonder why everyone's trying to get their hands on her.
Dude, I'm like, I get it. But
you're also like, what am I, chopped liver?
She's a hot commodity. I mean, what? It's just tough because blockers, she's a blocker and I'm a defender.
Okay.
And there's way fewer blockers than there are defenders. And so as a defender...
Defenders, you play more, right?
Well, no, it's the same. It's like, I just dig more balls and she's at the net more.
Blocking,
But... there's just less blockers.
Got it.
Everyone likes playing defense. Blocking's super hard. I mean, they're both hard, but blocking's really tough. And like, I'm biased. Defense is so fun. Like I love playing defense.
I've heard like people favored playing defense.
Yes, and so like as a defender, it's harder to maintain partnerships because like Devin's getting like she'll get texts from people. I'm like, I'm not getting any texts. That's fine though.
Because there's a bunch of defenders. There's a bunch of really good defenders.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like, I don't think Devin would stress about me going anywhere. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I'm so happy with her, but I also have way less opportunity.
Yeah.
She actually has people knocking on the door. Like,
that's so crazy.
What are your thoughts on this? And it's like proving her loyalty over and over and over again.
Which is probably really nice for you because you're like, oh, she's not going anywhere.
I like adore her so much because she's been so loyal, transparent, all the things. And I just feel grateful that like
it works.
And like that we've done well, that we have that relationship. Like I just feel lucky because that's just not always the case.
You did get so lucky.
So
we have to talk about this.
I adore her. I think she's so good at volleyball.
Like when you guys first partnered up, you were on the brink of quitting.
Oh yeah, I was like so over it.
Can we talk about this? This is crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
So let's go rewind a little bit to like right before you partnered up with Dev. Mm-hmm. So what happened? Where were you at mentally, physically, emotionally?
Yeah.
Why were you so over it? And then what happened after that?
I think, last season was my 5th season. So I think it was kind of like, been doing this for a bit now. Mm-hmm. And I'm just not getting.
And you're like, my second college is up, you know?
Literally. It's been 5 years. Like that's like, it's a long time to be pursuing something and feel super unfulfilled and like kind of just
and the money's not even there.
The money's not amazing.
The love has to be there.
It's a passion project.
It is.
Unless you're like at the top and you have all the sponsors, it's like a lot of people have side jobs.
You have to pay for all your travel. Mm-hmm. Like that's another thing people don't know. Like
you pay for everything out of pocket.
You pay for your coach out of pocket.
Everything's out of pocket. And then you could get like refunded or reimbursed through sponsors, or USA Volleyball does some like reimbursement stuff, but it just depends. There's so much criteria that you have to meet.
It's not guaranteed.
That stuff. It's not guaranteed. So towards the end of last year, I was playing with my best friend, Abby. She was in my wedding, like love her. And she decided, funny enough, we were just talking about this. She decided she wanted to become a defender. She's 6 foot, 6'1", 6 foot.
Okay. And they're typically shorter.
Typically, like, I mean, I'm 5'10" and I'm pretty average height, I think. So she'd be on the taller side for a defender, but she's also on the smaller side for a blocker.
Got it.
She's kind of that tweener height. And so she was like, I want to be a defender. And I'm like, okay, love that journey for you, but now I'm getting fucked because you're going elsewhere. And so I was stuck without a partner, but it was towards the end of the season. I was getting married. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to like not worry about this.
So you couldn't finish out your season?
I missed out on like the last couple events. Yeah. So I missed out on the last couple events.
She couldn't just wait until after the season was over?
I mean,
crazy.
I mean, her decision was like, I want to see if this is something I even want to keep pursuing. Like, it made sense.
She didn't want to commit to a whole season of doing it if she didn't like it.
Correct. And so
this was kind of her little test run.
Yes. In my head, I'm like, why wouldn't you just finish the season with me? But in her head, she's like,
I don't know if I want to do this long term.
Yeah. So like, I want to take these next few tournaments to see if it's something I want to do.
She had to be selfish. It's your sport.
She had to be selfish. And like, I was so upset. Like, yes, at her, of course,
valid.
but also at the situation. And like, we've totally moved on from it. And she's actually playing defense now and playing really well. Like, I'm actually really happy for her.
So it's a good decision on her end.
She's playing really good defense. Yeah. Like, so I'm really happy. I genuinely am like stoked for her. But I got shafted. Like, I was like, okay, so what do I do? And then there was one event after my wedding, and I picked up this young girl, Sarah Wood. She goes to SC now, who's a beast. I mean, she was like 16 or 17 at the time.
She played so with you?
And yeah, we played together, but we just like didn't win. We were in the qualifier of this event, didn't win. So you fly to Brazil, play one match, you don't win, you're done.
You fly all the way to Brazil to play one match.
Didn't qualify. Yes, we lost. We didn't qualify for the event.
So you paid what, like $3,000 to go lose a game?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's when I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Because I've done that a lot. I've flown to Europe. I've flown to Asia. I've flown to South America.
Well, every trip is a lottery ticket. You're like, well, hopefully this works out. Yeah. But if not, it's just another lottery ticket I have to buy. And I've been in the qualifier. And so like for those listening that don't know, there's like a main draw and then a qualifier. And it's all a point system. And so I've been in the qualifier of these events for 5 years. And then you just never had your breakthrough.
Never had a breakthrough, but I'd have breakthrough matches. Like me and Abby, we beat Kelly Chang and Sarah Hughes, who had just gone to the Olympics. And me and Abby also beat the Olympic bronze medalists from Tokyo. I've beat the Olympic silver medalist from Tokyo. So like
it gives you those little glimmers of hope.
Yes.
Because you're like, wait, but if we could beat these types of teams, we could be at this level.
100%.
But
it's just not consistent.
It's not consistent.
And then you go and lose your next game.
It's not stable, yeah.
And so that's like, I feel like the hardest part about this sport is you're constantly clinging on to hope. You're constantly clinging on to like, you have this one match that you do so well, or a couple, or one tournament, and then you have a couple bad ones, and then you kind of you're like, what am I doing? And then you, just in time, you have a good finish, and you're like, okay, I'm going to stick around. I literally think that's why people play.
It's like a drug, literally. It's a drug. Yeah.
It's addicting. Or you go to the Manhattan Open, you have so much fun because it's local, and you win a couple big games, and you feel all jazzed up, and then you fly to Europe and lose in the qualifier and spend all this money, and you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And so that's such a good way to put it. Like, I felt like I just never had my breakthrough, and the hardest part for me wasn't like, I don't believe in myself, I have no confidence. It was like, I know I can do this.
I was gonna say, you were like the perfect level of confident.
I'm not.
You're
like,
always very self-assured.
Sometimes I felt like delusional. Sometimes I'm like, I'd go to Evan all the time, my husband, and be like, am I delusional? I talk to my parents all the time. I'd be like, am I delusional? Should I keep playing this? And like, of course, my parents and my husband are like, you're so good.
Yeah, babe, you're doing great.
And towards the end of last year, I was like, I just don't think I have it.
Yeah, like cut the shit.
I don't think I have what it takes. Like genuinely, I was like, I don't have what it takes.
You just lost all your hope and your delusion.
I was just like, because it was just, it was a combination, just 5 years of like.
Takes a toll.
And then I'm a defender, so it's so hard to get partners. So when Abby decided to be a defender, I'm like, what am I going to do?
It was kind of like the final kick while you're already down.
What am I going to do? So I said, I'm going to go get married. I'm going to enjoy, and then I'm going to decide, I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to put any pressure or stress into finding a partner because I was like, is this what I want to do? And of course it's what I want to do.
Yeah. But at that time, it just felt so heavy to even deal with while planning a fucking wedding.
Well, that was so hard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is not what I want to do at this level. I do not want to be in these qualifiers forever and be constantly just like chasing something that's just like, I'm so close. I'm just not getting there. So anyways, fast forward to about November of last year. I'm at one of those volleyball vacations that we go to and they pay us to go play with people. Fun. And I get a call from Devin. And I would have never texted Devin because she at the time was playing with Jane Whitmarsh, who was like a younger sister to me. I've known Jane forever.
She was a UCLA girl too, right?
Yeah. Yep. And so they played together at UCLA. They were like this. And it turns out they kind of were just going in different directions. And Jaden wanted to go more the coaching route. And Devin wanted to keep pursuing the international stuff. And so Devin reached out and I was like, I literally feel like the luckiest girl in the world. Like, this is like, I think this is my break. Like, and I talked to a couple other people, but it just like in my gut, it felt right. Like she was super committed. She has a side job. So she has the money to invest like in a coach. we
it's
wanted
not
to
going to be a financial strain on her.
No, which it is for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Naturally.
You guys have played together in the past.
You
were
what's
on
funny?
the same team.
We were on the same team, but not partners. So
okay, fair.
but I'm very familiar with her. I know what she's like. And we were just like, it just felt right, like in my gut. And I was like, I'm so lucky, because I never would have texted her, because like there's certain people I just wouldn't want to like step on their toes. And Jaden's one of them, because I love her so much. I've known her forever.
Girl code.
And I just literally, and so I was like, I never would have sent this message, but like, yes.
The stars aligned, truly.
Yes. And then we started
she was kind of like your little guardian angel that just picked you back up.
I could cry, because I literally didn't know if that's what I wanted to keep doing. And like, I left UCLA, like, I'm going to be a pro beach volleyball player. I want to be an Olympian, but that's how many hundreds of girls have that same thought. And that's just sports in general. But like that, I had no backup plan. A lot of people have a side job, I don't have one.
Yeah.
I'm all in on this. I'm doing it. Like, and again, so are so many other people. So it's not like I'm special. It's not like, you know, but I just feel so grateful for her and like just the way it all worked out. And then fast forward to, I think our first event was in March, and we beat some really good teams. We beat the reigning world champions from the year before.
Crazy.
And then we took a fifth. And so there's 3 tiers of events. There's the elite level. Yeah. And then there's the challenger level. And then there's the futures level. So futures, like, I haven't done futures in a while. I'm like at the challenger level, but I'm in like those challenger qualifiers.
Okay.
We sign up for this elite, and we sneak into the qualifier of the top event. Yeah. And I've played in a couple elite qualifiers too. I've never qualified for one of those events. So I've never gotten a chance to compete against
at the elite level.
At that level. Never qualified. I've qualified for those challengers, and sometimes the top teams will drop down into that level and play some. Yeah. They're pretty similar tiers.
Yeah. But she gave you that extra edge.
And I told her, I was like, I've never qualified for this. And she was like, are you serious? Like, she thought so highly of me. She's like, I thought you've been playing at this level the whole time, because she saw like more in me than I did in myself.
Yeah.
We qualified, and I literally collapsed, because I've never been in that level of tournament.
That's so cool.
And then we go in our first match, we beat the world champions from the year prior, and we're like, okay, maybe it's a fluke.
You're like, let us cook, actually.
But I'm like, maybe it's a fluke. We go win the next couple matches. We actually go and win like 4 or 5 more matches. I'm like, we take a 5th. We're stoked. We go to Mexico the next weekend, and we take a 9th in like the 2nd tier. So we're like, obviously not stoked on it. It's okay, but we're like,
that was a bit of a dip, but that's okay.
Okay. So we're like, okay.
But now like getting 9th is a fluke.
I know. And then we had the AVP League qualifiers, didn't qualify. So we're like, okay. We go to Brazil, qualify for the top tier.
Yep.
Which again was like such a weight off the shoulders. We paid for our coach to come too. So we're like, if we don't qualify, that's just so many expenses that just like, because if you don't qualify, you make no money.
Yeah.
So it's like how many hotel rooms, meals, flights, plus the coach's expenses.
Yeah.
Out of pocket.
And that's so much pressure on you guys to even perform too. Like you're already putting pressure on yourself as an athlete just to compete at the high level, right? Like we all do.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, to have external pressure.
Yeah. Financial pressure is the worst.
Oh my God.
So we qualify, we lose our first 2 games in pool play. And I'm like, I have full meltdown. I'm like, no. I'm not good enough. I can't do it. Cause like I had that little glimmer again, like in the first event. And then we end up winning our next match in pool. So we broke pool. We played another US team. We beat them. We broke pool. We're waiting for our draw to come out. And then it's the local Brazilian team that just won the gold medal in Paris. And we're like,
we're fucked.
Honestly, we were like, I mean, yeah, kind of. But we're like, let's go have fun.
Yeah, you're like, well, you know, we have nothing to lose, you know? Like,
we're in Brazil. We get to play the Olympic gold medalists. Our coach is from Brazil.
You're like, we're just grateful to be here. Yeah.
To be here. We won.
Holy shit.
And we're like, okay, fluke. The next match, so that was the round of 16. The next match, we played the quarterfinals. We played the Dutch team that beat us in pool play, who also went to the Olympics. We beat them. So we're like, oh wow, we're in the semifinals of the top tier event.
Going against literal Olympic medalists.
Yes. So then we lose the semifinals to the top team, and it was another Brazilian team that ended up winning the tournament. We dropped down into the bronze medal match. We have to rematch the the reigning world champions again from Latvia. We beat them again and we took a bronze. And we're just
Let's go.
That feeling matches like a national championship.
100%.
Because it was like, I belong. Like, to me, it didn't feel like a fluke. And I think to a lot of other people, it maybe looked like a fluke. But to me, because of the work we were putting in, like everything.
You knew all the stuff that was happening behind the scenes too.
Like, I just knew for all these years that this was possible. And so that I think was the hardest part for me just in the years past was like, I knew I could do that, but I wasn't. And so then you start to like, you believe in yourself, but then you question yourself too. Cause you're like, I know I can do it. But so anyways, that was so good. And then we had I think after Brazil, we went to the Huntington AVP and we took a second as well. We beat Taryn and Kristen, who are our top US team.
Crazy.
So like we've had a
lot of glimmers of hope.
Like a fluke. Like, and then we took a second and another in the middle tier tournament.
Sav, it's starting to not feel like a fluke anymore.
And some people have kind of just like he's our great friends, but he has a podcast too. And he's like, it's not fluke. It's like they're backing anymore. It up. They're backing it up and they're backing it up and they're backing it up. And so then now it's not a fluke. So now you have the pressure. So now you're, instead of playing freely and fun, now
there's expectations. Yeah.
Now there's expectations. So we just went to Switzerland. We took a 9th in the top tier event, which is still good. Like in the top event, like a 9th is a solid finish. But we know we can do better. So now it's just balancing the like, let's go have fun, but like we also expect to do like play a certain level.
You're holding yourself to a higher standard now.
And me and Devin both it's just new territory for us.
Yeah.
So we always knew we could. Now that we're here, we're like, how do we maintain this? Like, how do we keep doing it? So it's just been like literally a 180 from last season when I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
But it just does feel like the stars aligned. I think she's amazing. Our coach is amazing. Like, we're obviously putting in the work, but everyone's putting in the work. So it's like.
But also, how grateful are you to have that pressure? Like, that's pressure that you prayed for over the last 5 years of your career.
Seriously. Yep.
Like, and yeah, pressure sucks, but also it's like, but we prayed for that. Like, we've literally been hoping for this pressure for so long, and now you have it.
Yeah. You like go into certain games. I'm like,
yeah,
you're so nervous, but you're like, this is what we dream about.
Yeah.
Is to be like the fact that we're even here. Like, obviously, it's
the fact that we're even in contention.
Yes.
And it's for like, half of these opportunities.
It's so nice to go play freely, right? But what a privilege it is to have that pressure, because then it's like, you know, you belong at that point.
Yeah. You've proven yourself time and time again. And now you're really part of the top tier.
So now it's like,
that's so sick.
Okay. How do we continue to get better? How do we keep playing free?
Yep.
But also having expectation for ourselves, like, remove all the external expectation, because that shit doesn't matter.
Yeah.
How do we manage having high expectations of ourselves, but also not putting extra stress on us? Like, still, we want to go play free. We play our best when we're laughing, having fun, playing free. So yeah, we have a couple months until the Olympic qualification stuff starts, but it's crazy to be like, I'm genuinely making an Olympic push.
Like, it feels actually feasible now.
Yes.
Like, it actually feels like it could be in your grasp, which is so insane.
Which
like,
still is like
all
a
of the pipe dream.
Yeah.
But like, every Olympian I've ever met and ever worked with is Delulu. That's actually the key.
Fair. Yeah.
Like, that's why they're good whenever I teach them gymnastics, because they're delusionally confident. They just send it. And I'm like, it's the Olympians only though. It's only the Olympians. Cause like, you just have to have like an extra level of delusional confidence where you almost feel like a superhero and you're like, I'm going to do it.
And it's such a, like,
I don't know how.
It's tough because there's different, it's like when I sit here, I'm like, I know me and Devin can do this.
Yeah.
But then when you're on the court, you're like, sometimes there's certain games, certain matches.
There's a lot
like,
of white noise, I'm sure.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough.
But when you had like your breakdown after one of the games in Brazil, like, what did Devin do for you as a partner to help build you back up? Because obviously that's what you guys have each other for, as well as being together on the court. Like, was she kind of like your saving grace?
She's amazing. And like, her and Dan, our coach, we sat down and I cried. I felt like, I'm like, oh, why am I crying? Like, but you get like, you just you get emotional because you care. And I was crying. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm not good enough. And it was a really, really good post-game conversation, because we just like, I let out basically everything I've said on here. I let it out. I'm like, I know I'm capable, but like, I'm not competing at the level I know I'm capable of competing at.
Which is so frustrating.
Like, my mind is not allowing me to get to where I know my body can take me. I know physically I can do it. It's all this. It's all up here.
Yeah.
And Devin, that's kind of when she was just like, she just instilled so much confidence in me and just was like, as a partner, just took so much pressure off. And she didn't come at me, but she also was like, during that, she actually started the conversation. Funny enough, she was like, you were really quiet that game. You went internal and I don't know what to do about that. Like she kind of hit it like right away.
Yeah. She caught you. She called your bluff.
You can't do that. Because as a partner, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to help you. When you go internal and you go quiet.
You can't shut down.
You can't shut down.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what sparked it. And like, I have not done that since that match.
Wow.
Because I now I'm being held to a standard by my partner.
Yeah.
Because we have that mutual respect for each other.
Yes.
That I never took offense to it. I actually was like, thank you for saying that. Like, I didn't even really know what was going on because I was getting served every ball and I'm like so in my head.
I hate when that happens, actually.
Yeah, I'm like so mental.
Stressful.
So I like black out almost.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember what happened in the game.
You're just panicking.
And so like she called it out. I talked about my feelings. What do we need to do moving forward? And then we took a third. So it was just like a crazy breakthrough.
Good for her to be a grown up and call you on your shit immediately
100%.
and not be like, oh, like, should I? It's like, no, like actually to me, calling someone out in order to make them better and hold them to a higher standard is the biggest form of respect.
1,000%. 1,000%.
If I didn't respect you, I wouldn't care.
Exactly. And I think
it just showed how much she cared about you and about the team. And
exactly. And I think that's part of the downside of the sport sometimes is a lot of people they either come at it way too aggressive and they come at it as like I'm better than you and like
more of a power dynamic.
Yes. Or they don't say anything because they don't want to step on toes or they don't know how to.
They just want to keep the peace.
Yes. And I just think that the reason why I think things are going well with us is because we had that conversation day one. If something comes up, it needs to be addressed. And so like, for example, she's like, my back's, kind of injured. She's like, if you go play 6-man, I'm going to be really mad at you. And I said, so fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
So fair.
Yeah.
And I have enough respect for you.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm injured. I'm not going to play. But like, because I know how you would feel about it and I have enough respect for you, I'm not going to do that. Like, that's easy. Done.
You guys are straight up in a relationship. It's crazy.
No, it's literally crazy.
Yeah.
And there's certain times where I'm like, I'm always the over communicator.
Yeah.
And I'm like, texting, hey, just letting you know, like, I'm going to do this and that, and she's like, great. And vice versa. And I'm like, I don't care. Do your thing.
Yeah.
But like, I'd rather the over communication than not because.
Or even like silly things like, oh, she's out getting fucked up tonight. Like, what is she doing? We have practice early in the morning.
Exactly.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna go out with friends for a glass of wine. And then there's no like, almost like miscommunication or just assumptions about things. Cause you can see something and read it differently than what it actually is. Be like,
exactly.
I was drinking a mocktail or like, I'm not actually staying out. I'm going home right now or something.
So we have to establish that trust of like, Savi's not going to do anything to negatively affect the relationship.
Yeah, literally.
And Devin's not going to do that either. And
because you guys have a mutual respect, but also a mutual dream. And in order to achieve that, you have to be bought in.
So bought in.
I mean, and you also won a national championship. You get it. Like when we won, it was like we were the most delusional team.
Yes.
I think I literally to this day was like, if we didn't even win the national championship, we still would think that we were national champions.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
Like we were so bought in.
Yeah. So bought in. And like you probably, if you look back at that season, probably your hardest working season, like sacrificing stuff.
You also look for every reason to believe that you're already a national champion.
Yes.
Like every little thing that happened, we were like, oh my God, that's another pig, like another coin in the piggy bank that's confirming that we're going to be national champions.
Yes.
So then you start looking for the good. And all of a sudden your whole world shifts. And you're like, why is it rainbows and butterflies now? Why are there unicorns flying out of my ass?
Like, what is going on?
This is crazy. Yep. Now I'm so delusional in the best way where it's like, this is just fun. And I feel like I noticed such a big shift. Like, obviously, we've been following each other for forever. And I always get to see all your fun stuff now with beach volleyball and all your content. And it's like, now getting into beach volleyball, I'm so much more like locked in. I'm sat when I see your stuff. Yep. But I'm like, every time I see you now, I'm not even looking at the playing. I'm looking at the literal massive smile on your face. It's actually crazy.
You're so sweet.
And it's so cool that you have this completely new perspective on your sport. Like, how has it been now since you've found this new love for it? Like, what's your approach to day? How are you feeling about it overall?
I mean, like, kind of like you said, I'm like, life's so good.
Yeah.
I'm like,
life is sunny every day.
No, but you that doesn't just come because you have a couple good finishes. It comes because you and your team and like your coach and your partner, like you've created that space to where everything's a positive.
Yeah.
So even like, so when we had to play that top Brazilian team right out of pool, we're like, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Like,
good experience.
Literally, we're like, we literally,
everything's a plus.
We joke about it. Like whenever, like we, when we were in our first event of the year was also in Brazil, we won our pool. And typically if you win your pool, you get a better seed going in. We had to play the top German team. And we're like, of course, we don't have an easy draw.
Yeah.
Of course, we have to play this certain team. But like, that's kind of just been our MO of like, give them to us.
Yeah.
Give us the hardest team.
Because it's going to prepare you for the long run. Like you're going to be so much better prepared for when life is way harder when you are trying to go for the Olympics. And like, I'm always like, give it to me hard now before I, then at least I'm prepared. And I'm not blindsided and I don't get defeated and I don't feel like all of that delusional confidence was for nothing.
Yeah. And if you get your ass kicked, then so be it. Then you learn the things that you need to go improve on. And so like we make a list before every tournament of the teams we like really want to play.
Yeah.
And I always try to pick the teams that in the past I haven't beaten or you dread
like going against.
And so
and
I'm
now you're
like,
excited about it.
I want to play them. And like when we go to practice every day, we play music, we laugh, we smile, and we get our ass kicked by our coach. Like we're on the floor, can't breathe, but we do it with a smile. And I think that's why it translates to the game. A huge part of it's Devin and a huge part of it's our coach. Yeah. Like I don't want him to be overshadowed. Like he's
great. I've met him. He's awesome.
So amazing. And I just think the three of us all bring out the best in each other.
Yeah.
And we've created so much mutual respect and trust and like genuinely love each other so much. Like he loves us so much.
Yeah.
And we love him.
You can tell
so much.
He's so invested.
Yep.
I think it's nice too to like have that additional purpose outside of the money, the, status or whatever, the ranking to be like, I'm doing this for him. He's put in so much into me.
Exactly.
I want to give it right back to him. He's giving me 110%. I'm going to give him 120.
It's all three of us are just like, and we've all kind of built this team. Like me and Devin, we have a separate strength coach and PT, all this stuff, but we each individually have like, really good strength coach, really good PT, really good sports psych, really good and we've built this kind of team around us.
You're just like in this like bubble.
Yeah.
That's protected.
And we've also left everything USA Volleyball. So because we're playing so well and we have a certain ranking, we could have access to all the stuff that USA Volleyball provides, which is amazing. Both of us personally have a really hard time using those resources because every other team is using those resources. So we're like, let's use the resources, of course.
Opening yourself up to
but like let's use the resources, of course. But what additional resources can we use to set us up
to give you that extra edge?
Set us aside from all the other teams that are all doing the same stuff every day. So I just think, it's the fact that we've created our own team and our own dynamic, and we're doing something totally separate, and just the fact that we've made it our identity to be fun and positive.
I love
that. So
when
things don't go our way, like for me, when my back's like bugging me right now, we're withdrawing from a tournament. It's like, it all happens for a reason. This is going to open up another opportunity down the road. And we just delusionally trust that. And like, it's not always easy to do that, but like, that's our whole thing.
It's more fun though.
Yeah. We're just like, happened for a reason.
Yeah.
Happened for a reason. And that's like, gets hammered home is like, it's all part of the plan. It's part of the plan.
But also like, I think there's such a huge testament to you guys putting in the work to be able to have fun and be able to trust that. Like, that's something that we always talked about too, is like, I want to have no guilt going into season because I want to be able to have fun. Of course. And it's kind of hard mentally to like be like, whoa, whimsical and fun when you know you didn't put the work in.
Yes.
And so I think when you have that perfect balance of like, no, we work our asses off. So now when it comes to game day, this is just the victory lap. Yep. This is just a celebratory thing. We're just performing at this point. Like we're just showing off all of our hard work.
That's such a good point, because when I'm working super hard in sacrificing and eating well, because for me, a big change I made this year was like improving the diet and reducing the alcohol stuff, because I'm always that person that's like everything in moderation. But like, it's hard when you're like, you have to really cut back on a lot of stuff if you want to make improvements. You're demanding
yourself of a really high level of athletics. And why would you make it hard on yourself by just drinking all that way?
And so, but like the times I have drank this year, I'm like, we just did well, or it's like
your wedding.
I'm actually, but I don't feel the guilt of like,
yeah,
I shouldn't be doing this because I've put in the work.
Yeah.
I know what I'm like.
And it's moderated.
I deserve to like cut loose tonight and like have a good time. And so it's such a good point you brought that up. Like you feel when you've put in the work, it's easy to just smile and have fun. It just comes naturally because you're like, you can be like, I've done everything I can.
Yeah.
And now whatever happens, happens.
Now
I've
it's kind of up to the
work.
universe.
Yes.
Up to the stars aligning.
Yep.
And then
you can't control the finish. You can't control the result.
No.
At all. You can control your effort and your attitude and all the work you put in before, but you can't control how you play or how the other team plays. Like that's just
now.
But I do think if you put in the work, and I mean, it goes. I'm like, if you put in the work and you're a good person and you
but
know,
I mean, also
it works out for you.
It's also just like the fact that now you guys have trained yourselves to default to joy.
Yeah,
is key.
Yeah,
like you literally default to a flow state and to pure joy.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what athletics should be all about. And I think it's also what's really cool about your sport because you don't have the money. So now it's only about joy. And so the ones that play the best, I feel like are the most grateful to be there, most joyful, like most passionate, most bought in. And I miss that about a lot of other sports, especially in college with all the NIL stuff. I feel like it's no longer about the love for the game. It's about the paycheck.
Someone asked me a long time ago, like, what's your opinion on like NIL stuff? And I was like, I hate it personally.
I hate it
because I felt like when we were in college and there's no NIL stuff, you're competing for your school.
Yeah.
You're competing for the donors. You're competing for
something bigger than yourself.
You're competing for all this stuff. It has nothing to do with yourself. But now and that was my concern. I'm like, I feel like people are going to
go back to selfish, revert back to selfish ways.
Tendencies because, and like, I think it is cool
people
that people are getting paid, right? I think it's great, whatever. But I do think it really takes away from, it was so ingrained at UCLA, like you're competing for UCLA and like all the alumni.
For 4 years too.
Yes.
That's the difference too, is like people constantly transferring in with the transfer portal being so easy now to do that. And then you're just chasing the check. So whatever school's going to offer you next, like let's say you have a phenomenal season, you're like a person in the MLB, you're getting drafted every other year.
There's no loyalty. There's Yep. Which I don't like at all.
It's like we already went over how much already changes when you're not getting paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we have new freshmen coming in and seniors leaving every year. There's already enough culture change as is. So then when the stability in the core part of your career gets ripped away because everyone's switching teams, it's like we've lost the plot.
Defeats the purpose.
We've literally lost the plot.
Defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah.
And like
hey girl, get your bag. I get it. In this economy, I would take it too. But also it would be really hard for me to leave UCLA gymnastics for a check.
I don't think I ever would have left.
I'm like very loyal. I don't think I would have left.
Because unless obviously if my experience wasn't pleasant, like maybe then you go. But like that even
But you
then,
build that loyalty to your fans. You build that loyalty to like the entire university. Like your face is plastered on posters and on Bruin Walk, and it's
I can't imagine leaving. I got so close with we had some amazing donors.
I know
the
academic advisors,
trainers,
the trainers, everyone.
Like
all the other athletes on the teams that I don't know. It's sad.
I know. I'm in the same boat as you. I understand it. It's just not my favorite thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, I'm so proud of you. This is so exciting. This is why I was so excited to come in and talk with you, because I feel like your sport is just so unique, and like we did talk to Camilla Tan, and her experience was also wild.
Yep.
But just to have like a completely different perspective on it, and obviously you being in such a high peak right now, I just was like, we have to get you in. We got to talk about it.
I appreciate that. And like we could literally sit here and break down the ins and outs of the sports for hours.
Oh, literally.
Because it like doesn't make like not enough time. There's not enough time in the day to like make it make sense to a lot of people. But I'm just so grateful you had me on. I'm so stoked with what you're doing. And like, I'm just happy to try to get people to understand what's going on. And I just hope more people continue to support and watch beach volleyball.
And play.
During the Olympics, it is the most watched sport.
Is it really?
Yeah. Or one of.
Yeah.
The most watched sports.
I do love watching beach volleyball. It's
but
literally
like
the best.
in between,
it's
hard.
There's no coverage.
And I just am like, I want to just continue growing the sport. It's, I mean, you're playing and you're playing for fun and you're loving it so much. And I know so many people are like that. Like people love playing, but we just got to find a way to build the sport and like make it make sense for all of us to keep playing. Like when I retire, I want to retire.
Yeah.
I'm a pro athlete.
Yeah.
But like no one's able to do that.
I mean, what's the average annual income of
That's
a
like
pro volleyball player?
Such a good question because it ranges
So much.
drastically.
Okay.
I
so
mean,
let's say let's get rid of all sponsorships.
Yeah.
So sponsorships weren't a thing.
Yeah.
This is just from playing.
It also depends too because
What depends on if you win.
You can choose which tournaments. Like not everyone goes to all the tournaments as well. I want to say it's funny. I don't even have the numbers off the top of my head, but like we just took a second in Huntington. Let's just even look at just the domestic stuff.
Okay.
So you have for the AVP, the domestic stuff. You have our 3 main events, which is Huntington, Manhattan, Laguna this year.
Okay.
For Huntington, we just took a second. Again, this is our top event, and we split 10K. I got 5K. Just take a second in our top event. And then, so they have those 3 tournaments, and then they have the AVP League.
Yep.
Which is a new thing, which me and Devin didn't qualify for.
I heard that some of it was determined based on your following.
Yeah. Well, but if it was, then me and Devin should have been in it. She has so many followers.
That's true. She doesn't have following.
It's completely biased, but anyways, it's fine.
The politics.
So like some people got auto bids, some people earned bids, and some people got wild cards, and we didn't get any of it. So anyways, but only 8 teams are in that.
What?
So if you're in the league, one of the 8 teams.
So a total of 16 people run the entire league. Huh?
Men and women, so 32, I guess.
What the hell?
So anyways, you get 20K to be in that.
20K for the whole year.
And then if you win it, you get a bonus. If you win it, you get like a bonus.
Of what? $1?
I don't know. But yeah, so me and Devin, we just took a second. We got 5K.
Oh my God, dude. So you probably then on average for a beach volleyball player that plays pro at the highest level, maybe we say like 30 grand a year, 40. If you're like consistently playing.
I mean, but that's like you're in the tournaments and you're like getting decent finishes. And like, yeah, if you want to wrap in the international, I think the international pays a little bit more. And it's like, it's tough. And I don't want to be the one to bash, and because people are trying to get more money in the sport.
Yes. But I think the more we talk about it, the more people respect the hell out of you guys for doing it.
Yeah.
Like they realize
passion project.
It's not luxurious. It's not glamorous. No. Like there is a lot. I mean, even my friends who are in, my friends in artistic swimming. I have another friend who's an Olympic BMX rider. Like the money's not there. It's just not. I mean, even my friends that are cliff divers, they're diving off
the most badass thing ever.
No, literally the craziest sport ever. Yeah. And they're like literally risking their lives for like, I think, like a 10K
pennies,
finish
pennies.
if they get top 3.
Yeah. So it just depends. Like if you're winning all the tournaments, you're bringing, like if you go to all the international and all the AVPs, you could probably, I wish I knew the numbers. You could get above 50K in prize money. Yeah. If that's like winning.
But it's tough to get
events.
sponsorships too, because you guys don't have a lot of television coverage. 100%. So then there's not a lot
It's all social media stuff.
It's all social media.
And they go based on like following. And
so then do you guys all have to just like do content creation full time as well
that becomes a big part of the job, which sucks because like a lot of us,
which is a whole job in and of itself.
Correct.
Like
it's not.
I do it full time. Yeah.
Like I don't want to be,
and you don't have the money to hire someone to do it.
Exactly. So you're just floundering in the middle. Like, do I spend this money to hire someone, or do I try to do it part time? And then you start traveling so much, like that's the dilemma I always get in. It's like I'm gonna do content, I'm gonna do like film more stuff and do all this stuff, and then I get into season. I'm like, I don't have time to be editing these videos. I'm too tired. All this stuff. But sponsors are where you like actually can have survive. A sustainable. You can like survive, and sponsors. I mean, but you only get sponsors if you have connections or if you have good results. And if so, for me in the years past, like I'm doing my taxes, I'm like, I'm getting money back on my taxes. Woo! You know what I mean? But in the last couple of years, me and Evan have done well enough in terms of like finishes and then also have enough sponsorship. And then we've pooled everything together. We live together, split expenses. So now we're like, okay, we're definitely positive. And we've taken every penny extra and put it in real estate. And we've purchased properties. And so hopefully when we retire, we actually can retire because we have
the money coming back to you
in real estate. But that's also the only reason we're able to do this because we like eat dinner at home every single night. Like we
Wow.
we don't go out and drink. We you
have to live like you're
we have
literally
like a
poor.
shopping. We have like a shopping budget. Like we have to be smart. But that's why we now are making. I don't know how much we're gonna make, but we have I have a sponsor right now that's so amazing that gives me incentives. So like if I take certain finishes or higher, they give me X amount of money.
A little bonus. That's nice.
And because I've had a good season, I'm like,
hell yeah. Like that little extra check that comes through.
God.
Well, and then we also have to talk about the fact that you're literally married to another beach volleyball player who's pro, who is in the same boat as you.
Yep.
And he's around the same ranking as you, right? Like you guys are pretty similar.
Very similar. And I think like I adore being married to a volleyball player because he gets it.
Yeah.
But it's also equally challenging because like,
how do you guys' schedules align?
I haven't seen him all summer. I literally haven't seen him all summer. But some summers we're together every day and some summers we're not together at all. It just depends on like those elite and challenger levels I was telling you about. Like we've decided to go to different, like we're all over the place. We've gone to different ones. And so like he gets it, but at the same time, when one of us is doing well and the other one's not, it's super hard.
Yeah.
It rarely happens where we're both like killing it.
Yeah.
Where you're both like, But like right now I do think like
he's having a tougher season.
He's having a tougher season in terms of, I guess, like international finishes, but he's in that AVP league.
Okay.
So he has that guaranteed money and he's like, he's coming in with great sponsorship. Like he's like, I think I just closed another deal with it. He has a great agent. I'm like,
oh, sick.
Thank God.
Okay.
Thank God. Dick,
one of us has a good,
Yep. And then I'm getting really good finishes. So it kind of like we're bringing in good money this year.
So you guys
we're
both are winning.
We're winning.
Yay.
And again, it's all going into the same pot. It's all going into the same place. But every year is different.
So
I could
crazy.
get injured. I could get injured and not be able to compete. Like that's a whole nother factor that like thankfully I haven't had to deal with so much is like the injury side of things that like, because if you're not competing,
you're depressed.
You're not on a salary.
Yeah.
So it's a
tough drop off.
We could be here all night.
I know.
And I know we gotta go, but there's so many layers to chat about. So
okay, well I have a fun little rapid fire for you.
Okay. I'm excited.
Favorite UCLA memory?
Winning my first national championship in 2018.
That was when I won mine. I remember that actually. We had like a whole little party.
I think it was 2018.
Yep.
That's when we won our first one. And, me and Zana were both like super injured, and we won we were one of the winning matches, and it was just like, oh my God,
so sick.
Such a good memory.
I love that.
Such a good memory.
Biggest pet peeve in beach volleyball?
Oh my gosh, such a good question. I have so many. No, it's probably like I said, that lack of transparency and the kind of shadiness that goes around. Or this is a super specific one. Me and Devin talk about it all the time. When the other team is hitting the ball over the block, and the blocker turns around and is like, go, go, go. Like you're trying to encourage your partner.
Yeah.
But you know your partner is not going to get it. And they still are like, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
The ball hit the sand like 10 minutes ago. And they're like, go, go. And you're just like, oh, that's so cringe. Because they're doing it to like make their partner upset. Like they're doing it to like make it seem like their partner didn't do their job or whatever. I'm like, oh, I can't stand that.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite country you've competed in?
Oh my gosh. I have to say Switzerland.
Oh, I want to go so bad.
I have to say there's an event in Stade, Switzerland every year. And it's just like stupid insane.
Oh, I love that.
Or the Maldives. That was pretty cool too.
Oh, that was
sick.
That was insane too, That's sick. How was that flight ticket?
Very expensive, talk about it. Very long. It's literally on the other side of the world, like exact opposite point of the world. It's so gnarly.
Sounds about right.
So nuts.
Toughest opponent you've ever competed against?
It has to be the
Brazil gold medalist.
Yeah, it has to be the Brazilian gold medalist. But honestly, this is like going to sound silly, but honestly, I think the toughest opponent, this is like so cliche, it's literally myself.
Yeah. That's
like so deep, but like
it literally
is like, it's always like,
you're your toughest critic.
Always.
She's deep.
I can't help it.
What's one misconception people have about pro beach volleyball?
That it's glamorous. Like that we get to travel the world for a living and it's so awesome, which it is.
And we get to play on the beach all day.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
However, we're flying in coach all the time.
You're paying for all your flights.
Paying for all of our stuff. You have to figure out the jet lag and you're competing right away. and then you eat something wrong and you get sick and you have to deal with like playing while you're vomiting and like it is
it's so not glamorous.
Like, yes, we get to travel the world, which is insane, but it is not glamorous.
Yeah.
I think that's because we're on the beach, people think it's like glamorous and it's just not. It's just not.
Maybe that should be a series on your channels, just things that are not glamorous about beach volleyball.
Yeah. Honestly,
I would watch
great idea.
Just a video of you vomiting.
It's that is such a
and then playing 5 minutes later.
All the flight cancellations, sitting in the middle seat.
Trying to stretch in the back with the flight attendants.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
What's one thing you're terrible at outside of volleyball?
I'm horrible at any sport that has to do with like a bat or a racket. Like
hand-eye coordination.
Yes. Which is so funny because I play a sport where I have to like have really good hand-eye coordination. But if there's like an extension, like I can't swing a golf club to save my life. I can't swing a baseball bat to save my life. I'm like I think I'm athletic and then I go try to go play like baseball and I'm like,
never mind.
This is so pathetic. Yep. Horrible. Horrible.
I love it. What's one thing that's always in your tournament bag besides volleyball gear?
My Oakley sunglasses. Gotta give a little.
Are you sponsored by Oakley?
I'm sponsored by Oakley.
Oh my gosh, my brother just started working with them.
It's amazing.
He works with Oakley Golf. He loves them.
Wait, we're gonna have to talk about this after because I think the Oakley Golf rep is my rep as well. So we'll talk about it after.
Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely.
But always got my Oakley
sunglasses. Is this a new sponsorship?
No, actually, I've had them for a couple of years. I'm so lucky.
Sick.
I'm so lucky. So
they're a great sponsor, especially for your sport.
Yeah, I always have. I usually wear like this just black pair, and then I always have an extra fun colored pair, and
like
then
a girly
I also
pair.
have a nighttime pair. Like they're kind of like the clear lenses. So those are definitely in my bag. Yep.
Love.
Yep.
Who's more competitive, you or Devin?
Ooh, that is a good question. I honestly want to say Devin. Lately, like the more I get to know her,
she's like secretly competitive.
The more I get to know her, and we have losses sometimes, and she's sick about it. And like I am too, but like
but you have like memory of a
the way
goldfish.
she takes losses, and like I think just because I've been playing a little bit longer, every certain loss hurts more or less depending.
Yeah,
I feel like certain ones hurt me bad, but like I've lost so many times that it kind of rolls off the shoulder.
Yeah.
Sometimes lately, if we lose, she's sick about it. I'm like, this girl's just so competitive, and I freaking love it. So
I love it.
I might have to say Dev.
Keep
honestly.
the fire alive.
Yeah.
Athlete you'd love to play doubles with from any other sport.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to play with Sabalenka.
Ooh,
I love her. She's just such a baddie.
I love that.
I just think she's so great.
I love that.
Yeah.
One word Devin would use to describe you.
This is gonna sound so funny, but like OCD or clean, because Devin is like the opposite of that.
Oh, you guys are the type A and type B duo.
We haven't even talked about this, the hotel room situation.
Oh God,
we share a hotel room in everywhere we go.
You have to put that in the glamorous, non-glamorous
filthy mess
series.
She's a filthy mess.
You're adding to the series.
She's gross.
For sure.
She's like dirty bird, and she owns the shit out of it though. She's like,
I love that.
I don't shower until like right before bed, and she like has a chair, and every hotel room has a chair or a couch.
Yeah.
She'll sit in that chair for like 6 hours, sandy, sweaty, and she's like, it's fine. I'm just gonna does her work. Like she's filthy.
I love it.
But I think there's probably a lot of words she'd use, but that's an easy one because like I unpack my suitcase. Same. I take like 8 showers a day.
Yep.
I have all my stuff, and she's just like, she owns it. She's like, whatever, I'm just gonna be messy, and that's fine. And I think she tries really hard for me though, because I'm super clean.
Yeah.
So, but if we're in a hotel room for like more than 3 days, I'm like,
it explodes on her
I'm
side.
like, Devin.
It starts to grow onto your side.
In the bathroom, I'm like, oh my God. I put my stuff over here, and her starts creeping over. I'm like, okay, we're good. We're good. So yeah, probably pretty clean.
I love you're like housekeeping. Please come do some damage control.
Literally.
All right. One word you would use to describe Devin.
She's so optimistic.
I love that.
She's super optimistic. She's always
looking for the good.
She's always looking for the good, smiling, having fun. And I just think it gets harder as we start to navigate more of those expectations and stuff to like be optimistic. But I still think she continues to like really be optimistic. And if I'm not having a good day, like she's always bringing the energy up. She's very supportive, very positive, but I do think she's just a very optimistic person.
I love that. Yeah. All right, last question. Who's more athletic, you or Evan?
And I gotta say myself, right? No, he's a freak though. Like
really?
Like, I mean,
he's like good at everything.
I might have to give him. He's really good at everything in terms of sports. He could do every sport.
Yeah.
But he's also really good at everything. Like he was the valedictorian of his high school. He's so smart. He's so athletic. I'm like, like, you're so annoying. Like,
yeah,
I hate to give it to him.
Can you share some talent for the rest of us?
I hate to give it to him, but I kind of have to because he is, and like, he jumps so, like, he's just a freak athlete. I'm like, what the heck? But
you're like, fingers crossed that goes to our kids.
I gotta like stand strong, and I think I'm a better volleyball player.
Period.
I've also been playing volleyball for like 20 years. Like, I have way more experience than him.
Okay.
But I do think he's a better athlete. He's a better cook. He's better at a lot of things than me. I'll give him his flowers.
But that's the whole point of dating or marrying somebody. It's like
sometimes I'm like, what? I need to like start picking it up because I'm really good at doing the dishes.
Gotta pick up my slack.
For the laundry.
There you go.
I'm really good at having a good time.
Yeah, you keep the vibes up.
I keep the vibes high. I try to.
I'm just entertaining you.
I can do that for sure all day.
There you go.
But yeah, I think Evan might have me beat. So
wow,
that's
he's gonna make this his ringtone. Just so you know,
that's big. I know.
He's gonna be replaying this episode over and over again.
I'm gonna regret this, but I'll give it to him right now. Yeah.
Oh well, thank you so much for coming on. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited for you and just honored to have done this. So thank you. Go Bruins.
Go Bruins. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to tune in every Wednesday. I'll see you next time.